Peace world, this is G1.
¿Cómo estamos, guachos? Soy Rod Stars.
Juntos somos Rebeldías.
And we coming at you live from the South Bronx with another episode of Enya, and you don't stop.
This week, we follow up with Hunts Point basketball tournaments, stopping the violence. Rostars hits the streets to talk to more people about what Stop the Violence means to them. And we have some more music and conversation with Final Outlaw on Rooftop Live.
Yo, Final Outlaw had us all talking about hip-hop forever. And speaking of things that should last forever, basketball tournaments should last forever in the hood.
So after learning about the Miss Tammy's youth basketball part of this tournament, we wanted to find a family member. So we found Miss Tammy's 3 amazing, wonderful daughters that have joined us here today. Tell us your name.
Tashi. I'm Tavon. Tiana.
Okay, so how do y'all feel with the wonderful legacy that your mom left of a youth basketball Stop the Violence tournament here in Hunts Point?
Well, of course we feel great about it. My mom is always involved in a lot of things anyway pertaining to Hunts Point. She's kind of the mother of everybody, so if you talk to anybody, you'll kind of know and they'll kind of tell you that she's the mom for everybody, and everybody looks at her that way. It was kind of, I guess, easy for her to just fit in and help Maine out and basically do something positive, because that's what she represents anyway.
And why do you feel it's important to have a youth component to this tournament?
Of course, to keep the kids basically motivated, keep them out of trouble. I mean, Hunts Point is kind of a tough area. So to, keep the kids motivated and involved in something, I think it's really important for them to just basically have a different type of outlet besides, doing anything else like violence or whatever. It's good that they have an outlet to do something that could possibly turn into something huge. So I believe that this tournament is going to get bigger and bigger, and I'm just happy that my mom was a part of it.
Hoy estamos hablando sobre la violencia. ¿Qué cree usted es la manera de parar la violencia en esta comunidad?
Sí, eso hay que pararlo, porque eso que hicieron esos policías con ese infeliz, eso nadie lo tolera. Eso nadie. Mira, yo soy dominicano y yo tengo hijos. Lo que esos policías hicieron, eso es increíble, eso no se puede hacer a nadie en la vida.
Entonces, cuando yo hablo de violencia, la primera cosa que usted piensa, obviamente, fue en ese acto de la policía, ¿verdad?
Claro que sí, porque no me gustó. Porque yo tengo hijos y yo no quiero que a ningún hijo mío le pase eso. Esos policías abusaron de ese infeliz. Son 6 hombres para un solo y lo cogen así. Esto está feo. En ningún país del mundo se hace eso. Si te matan peleando, está bien. Pero lo que hicieron fue un abuso con ese moreno. Yo soy dominicano, yo no me gustó. No.
So basically, when we talk about violence, you think that some of that violence perhaps comes from the actual government itself?
Well, yeah, because if the government will provide the people with what they want, do you think there'll be violence? There wouldn't be violence anywhere. And you have billions of dollars that they say that we don't have, yet when shit happens in other countries, we're giving them billions of dollars in AIDS. So it's like, it's and you can see the targets, the people that are targeted, really it's like the minorities, that's like really, it's like, again, it just goes deep rooted into politics, it's just the bottom line with violence is politics, in my opinion.
What do you think are ways that we can stop the violence? Like, what are alternatives, that could help stop the violence?
Well, I feel, man, that with taxpayer money, they could, instill programs and stuff that gives kids a chance to do something positive, sports, bodybuilding, computers, classes and stuff like that, instead of just having them running the streets, man, because that's where the violence comes from.
The police, I don't know about the police, because they be killing people, get away with it and all that, so I don't know about the police, but yeah, more community, like more gyms and stuff, more like opportunities for kids to get into stuff and stay out of trouble.
I think more community centers, we need that. Yeah, especially for the youth. If the youth have some place to go, they won't be in the streets. Like when I was a kid, we had like all these centers that we used to go to and play games, and they don't have those anymore. Very rare.
Of course, more community centers, more programs. I mean, there's kids that just have nothing to do, so they just walk around in groups doing nothing, and I guess wreaking havoc
or just doing nothing because they have nothing else to do. Like me, I have anger issues. I'm not gonna lie. I was in the gang. I stopped because I seen life is boring. So me, I got into boxing. No one got anger issues. I joined boxing, and I'm in the Bronx Spartans to keep out of trouble. We all stars out here. For me, ever since I joined that, I've been going to my program staying out of trouble because I seen after a while life is boring. And we be in Banana Candy Park training every day, harder and harder to become a bigger all-star team out here in the South Bronx, showing people that everything is not all about violence. You can make money not by selling drugs, but getting a job or doing something for the little kids, you feel me?
So all of y'all play football then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so to me, that's a great alternative to violence, is, keeping y'all busy.
We all brothers on our team. We treat our brothers, we look out for each other. And I think more education. Because that education and stuff helps you. Because when you pay more attention to school, that's more money in your pocket. When you want to grow up to be somebody. See, you want to be your own idol.
Well, there you have it, y'all. We right here, talking about Stop the Violence. We just ran in to the Bronx Spartans. They doing their thing, playing football, being athletic, and staying off the streets.
Kelly Street.
All right, so they represent Kelly Street, Kelly Park. You know what I mean? So, thanks, y'all, man. Appreciate it.
Definitely see that a lot of your lyrics come from a real personal space and you telling stories. How do you see this next generation of hip-hop, of MCs coming up here within New York City and what they're doing for telling those stories, for being able to tell the stories of not only their own lives, but the lives of their people, their communities?
I'm really excited about some of the new wave musicians that are coming out of hip-hop here in New York, like Joey Badass and Pro Era and Rat King and a lot of that, but there's still a lot of people that I feel are pushing lyricism and songwriting in the hip-hop world to a whole new level, which is evolutionary in every sense of the word, that are yet to be discovered and yet to be known. So I'm really excited about those people, and that is the future of hip-hop, I think.
Birth of a Black Butterfly. When can we expect that, and tell us a little bit about that work?
Yeah, I was raised eating Crown Fried Chicken and Kennedy Fried Chicken and 2 slices and a Snapple. I took the 1 train and the 8 train and the 9 train when you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty much a slum boy. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm from the slums. I live, like those people who have my heart, I'm from them. And when it comes to the project, it's coming out soon. I'm not gonna release a date or anything. But Birth of the Black Butterfly is signifying my cold-hearted, cold-blooded murdering of Final Outlaw as a person, as a character. And I'm gonna make the transition into talking about things that are more true to where I came from and things that I haven't elaborated on too much.
Cool. All right, my brother. There you have it, y'all. Final Outlaw, representing New York City, representing that real hip-hop. Over here, straight from the BS, we say peace. Rooftop Live, and you don't stop. Let's go.
I'm a machine, built for music, addicted to it, molded into a man through its influence. Sweat, blood, and tears mixed with spits, the fluid that gets you to produce hits and still pursue this, even when the monthly income isn't improving. Everybody you know suggesting for you not to do it, but I don't want to be a slave to a job. I don't want my biggest goal in the world to be the sale of a car. I'm much more, I'm much smarter. Reality's much harder than any marketing department wants you to garner. I was a teenager when I chose the name. Final Outlaw symbolized all my pain. Blacked out on paper when I rode the train. Don't wanna be humiliated by a cop again. Question for drugs when I ain't got a thing. Stereotyped, I don't idolize the bling. We don't share the same dream. I'm the real thing. You claim to be the truth, I don't have to say a thing. You can't replace experience with plastic or a ring. Giving me some cheap award doesn't change a thing. Next year you'll give it to some jester that dances and sings. How is that honoring? Pass him $1 and you can get a minority to start hooting and hollering. It happens in Harlem and all of the boroughs. It's horrible. I'm a machine, built for music, addicted to it, molded into a man through its influence. I'm a machine, built for music, addicted to it, molded into a man through its influence. I'm a machine, built for music, addicted to it, molded into a man through its influence. I'm a machine. I'm a machine. Sometimes I sit back and watch, pissed at the clock. It don't stop. It don't got no mercy for hip-hop. It's a race to the end, whether you like it or not. It's a mission. There's a certain level of commitment, deliberate initiative to finish. Eat up all your spinach, memorize your lyrics, observe your competition and get ready to diminish. Is this my religion? But really is it? Am I just dedicated to something where I'm not appreciated? I don't ask for much, all I want is enough to provide for my fam as I do what I love. I'm fatigued and jaded, breathe, inhale it. Hatred is part of this game, embrace it. Maybe it's all been a